Alright, what's up, guys? Again, it was extremely awkward to me not having anybody else on screen, not having anybody to talk to. But, John, I think John and Kyle are on their way. What's up, hey man? What are you doing, buddy? So hopefully they'll be here shortly. Let me get my screen set up. Stevie jumped on. I was having a conversation with him on screen before I kicked it off. What's up, Maddie? How you doing, man? Oh, I gotta mute that. Anyway, because I don't even have like a topic, anything pressing to talk about tonight, man. It's been I'm feeling all right, all things considered, but the just been busy with holiday stuff this week, you know. Everybody's married multiple times and divorced and remarried, so it ain't just like you got to go to your family's house anymore. You got to go everywhere, it seems like. I really wish they would change the names back too. It's really annoying me. I got so used to everybody's screen names that, like Wes, it's not Space Ghost anymore. That annoys me. I get tickled, Space Ghost. I'll just say this, buddy. I run across your name quite a bit on Instagram channels that I follow. Because it always tells you which of your buddies follow those same channels. And apparently you and I have the same taste, buddy. I'll just say that. I'm sure you see my name whenever you go to them, too. I'm sure it works both ways. Oh, I'm almost positive I don't have any glasses here. I think I took them all to the shop. Girls, girls, girls. That's right. I've showed when you hit the search button on my Instagram, it's just the whole screen's nothing but thoughts. It's a weakness, man. I have a sickness, apparently. Anyway. Oh, shit, Jane. Yep. Kyle's the one that talked me into going live. I figured he'd be here on time. I'll just flash mine, pretty fly. To open Instagram, I hit search. And then even if I scroll down. Oh, there's a knife. Can y'all see the knife? What's up, Cliff? But yeah, that's me apparently. Stevie was in his truck, I believe. So, he ain't home yet. Anyway. So you guys got any you guys have got anything super cool coming for Christmas you know of? You already got anything? Throw it up in the chat, we'll talk about it. I've got one knife coming this year that I know of. I put it on layaway. And the missus was kind enough to pay it off for me. It's nothing y'all would be excited about. It was a knife that I owned before. owned previously. Absolutely loved it. There was one issue with it, and I got rid of it because of that issue. And I won't say that I've regretted getting rid of it, but I had a full size Crooked River. When I got it, it had red G10 scales on it, and it drove me nuts that red G10 and the orange Batsbaker, it just clashed to me. And man, I searched and searched and searched trying to find the wood scales, and I couldn't find them anywhere. I found some micarta scales, but they even removed the bolster, and I like the bolster. I like the Crooked River because it reminds me of a high quality Buck 110 kind of. So anyway, I ended up getting rid of it because I couldn't make it how I wanted it. And I found one like brand new, but it was a trade-in at Knives and More. So I put it on layaway. But I want to actually have it by Christmas. I believe Ryan Ellis and I are riding up to Knives and More Saturday. So I'll get to pick it up. Jesus Christ, dude. That is awesome, dude. That is awesome, man. I'm so excited to hear that. You know, to me, I would think that second drop would be a little scarier than the first. You know, especially with this, you know, the way hop trains work. But that just proves that he designed a knife and Riot made a knife that's good enough to go beyond that. You know, it's you know, I feel like that's a forever blade. You know, that's something you buy and you keep forever. Again, it's kind of in that, in my opinion, it's kind of in that Crooked River kind of family too, but probably even, you know, but even more high end. It's just got that classic sleek look. It's yeah, that's a badass knife. Who is Aiden MA17? Is that Aiden Miguel? How? Somebody's saying happy birthday to Palmer. How old did Palmer turn? So I was thinking he just turned 18 a few months ago, but I could be wrong. I'm not even sure. I don't have anything here to show, really. I've got some stuff, but I got one over here I can show off here in a few minutes. Still not quite done, but it's getting close. You know, fortunately, Todd Carr's name did not change. It's always just Todd Carr, so that's helpful. Him's a big boy now. Yep, little Palmy. How did you turn, Palmer? I thought you'd already turned 18, but I could be wrong. I am excited about something. I was hoping to get to go today and get it cut out, but I did not get the chance to. So I guess I'll go tomorrow. I got a new knife design. I'm not going to be making batches of them. I'm going to make them one at a time. And I can tell you already that most of you probably aren't going to be interested. You're 19. Good deal, buddy. Happy birthday. It's pretty much a tactical use only type blade that I was brainstorming and kind of came up with it, and haven't been able to get it off my mind since. So I'm going to get it made, or I'm going to make it. What's up, Crispy? How you doing, buddy? I'm going to try my damnedest, though, guys, to not show it at all until it's done. I really feel like I need to stop doing that. If I was able to work every day, or at least work dependably on some type of schedule, I don't think it would be as big a deal. But, you know, several times I've shown something off and then you know, something that wasn't finished, and then it'd be a couple of months before I get it finished, and I think it kind of kills the excitement. So I may stop doing that. I'm excited about this, and when I came up with it, it was Friday night, about midnight. It just kind of came to me, and man, I laid there all night long, like tweaking it and come up with the ideas of how I wanted to do it. And literally, the sun came up. I was still thinking about it. So I'm excited about that. I don't know if any of you guys watched. Seems to be a little bit of. We talk about her more than we probably should. And I know some people love her, some people don't. But I did watch Melissa Backwood's video today. She was at a suppressor event, but they had a tactical. They had a tactical knife booth set up. It was mostly, it was Bastinelli and Scorpion 6. All those guys were there. And they had some really cool shit. And to be honest, that is still really that's what gets my juices flowing. That's what excites me about knives, are, the tactical intent, even though, I'm no tactician, I'm no operator, but that's the kind of shit that interests me because I'm a man child. Ryan, you can't complain about your bad luck on drops, dude. You are more than blessed when it comes to owning desirable stuff. But the fact that you were able to land the Trinity in a 30-minute window. True, he does have one. Yeah. Is that you, Aiden? Aiden Ma 17? No, I didn't take it as a gripe, Ryan. I'm just, what's up, Dylan? Good to see you, man. I'm definitely getting better. The deal is, guys, I can get up and walk and all that good stuff right now, but until I get this fitted boot, and I don't know how long it's going to take, they want me on my foot as little as possible because, like, I was standing in the bathroom earlier today peeing and heard and felt a pop, something moved. So they're just trying to keep me off of it as much as possible. Well, we got one person show up. Look here.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Man, I'm living the dream. How are y'all?
Good. Did you see that banner on the screen? Did you see what Stevie said?
That's amazing, dude. Congratulations to Sharif.
Yeah, I'm super happy for it, man.
That's awesome. It's a great knife, man. I'm gonna get one eventually. I'll be back in the knife buying game soon enough.
Well, since you're here, I'm just gonna step right over here and grab Aiden's knife. I did a little more work to it. I'm still not quite. I don't feel like it's quite there yet, but I want to show him what I did.
I'll show off my little chode.
There you go. I got a little chode right here somewhere that I won from Cheeto.
This is I forget the actual maker. I should look it up. I should know more about knives if I'm going to talk about them. In all fairness, I haven't reviewed this one yet. It's OEM by Tuya, but it's a 3-name company's little knife called the Titan, ironically enough. But what's interesting about it is it's small and chody.
Yeah.
However, it's got this really generous finger choil. Right. So when you go to grip this knife, I've got a 3.5-inch hand. I've got 4 inches there.
Yeah.
Again, not a lot of blade to work with, but if I'm just punching you in the side of the head with it.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of that Tucson that I won from Cheeto. It's kind of that way. It might be a little bigger than that knife, but it's so tall and thick that it looks chody anyway. But
I took a risk on something. Well, kind of, not really. I had 3 early grinds from Satu when he was practicing. One
Right.
of them was my 8015. One of them was my 4Max. And then I had that titanium Tucson, the one that was real big and beefy.
Yeah.
Well, I did a little trading, and if it hadn't have been Tate who wanted it to do some modding on it, I ended up trading it to Tate, letting him know what it was. He knows who Satu is down at the knife store.
Yeah.
And he's going to do some anodization and some lasering on top of the anodization that Kyle Coonley's suggesting. Because it evidently makes a very cool effect if you anodize a knife first, and then he's going to tumble it and do some stuff too.
Yeah.
But then you do laser on top of the anodization. And this is what I traded for. I'm slipping backwards, dude.
Okay.
Working at a case store is not a good thing. Even though this isn't a case.
This is what I wanted to show. This is
Ooh.
Aiden's Tonto Heathen. I've showed it before, but it was very boxy and squared because I had not chamfered the corners. But as you can see, it's nice and
Looks a million times.
It really, really improved the ergos too. But I almost showed I've been promising I wouldn't show the maker's mark. I'm gonna let Aiden show that.
Is that the special one that you did?
Huh?
Is that the special one you did?
Yeah, the maker's mark on this knife is for Aiden and Aiden only, so don't even ask.
Do I sound really loud to y'all, or is it just in my ears?
You got good volume, I'll say that. But it worked out great, Aiden, with the bolt-on hardware. I got them countersunk down inside there, and you can see the edges are way more chamfered. It's not all square and blocky now, man. It feels awesome. The second one of these that I finished, this is Aiden's. I know I've already told this story, but Aiden paid for this knife over a year ago. It's not like it took me. Well, Aiden bought a knife and way overpaid. And when I questioned him about it, he said, the rest of the money's for your first Tanto. And I told him I hadn't even attempted a Tanto yet, wasn't ready. He said, hey, man, whenever you do it, it's mine. So that's why it took over a year. But the second one of these that I make will be given away on the Knife Junkie podcast. I'm going to go on with Bob. We're going to give one of these away. You'll probably have to be a gentleman junkie to enter.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm a lot more proud of it now. Like the more refined it gets and the more comfortable I got to handle. I will say this jimping, I don't know if it's showing up. It is very aggressive.
Very deep.
Like I feel like if you bared down with this, if you use this in a gas station parking lot knife fight, it would probably tear the skin off your thumb. But I feel like with a glove, it's going to be perfect. Like you absolutely lock into that. So I'm going to leave it that way. And if Aiden don't like it,
can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, I hear you good now.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was said a couple times. I said that looks really good, dude. I like that. And
this is really what's been taking Shane's time. He didn't want to tell anybody.
Sure, that
he's been working on this for me.
Who has?
You. The Fret 2? Yeah, you made this.
No, I didn't.
That's
Shane,
the Fret
show that
2,
again
dude.
real quick. Shane, show that again real quick, please.
Oh. I hold my Carta.
I really dig the transition between the spine and the tip.
Yeah.
That's not just a traditional Tanto. That looks really cool with almost a rounded snub nose. It kind of reminds me, Laconico did one called the Angry Bear, an Angry Baby Bear. And that really has vibes of that. Not exactly, but it reminds me of that. It's really cool looking. I dig that a lot. I
appreciate it. I really like the knife. And like I said, this was the knife that was in my mind when I set out to make knives. This is my Heathen. This is what I wanted to make. It has not been super popular, and I get it, man. It's not an EDC. I mean,
it hasn't been shown much.
It hasn't, but it's a tactical use knife, and most of us don't need a tactical use knife. I get that.
But Shane, it hadn't been marketed or shown much. What I'm telling you,
you're right. And I mean, this is just I've made some. Who was the first one to buy one, Kyle? Not Be Shady.
Of which
oh,
one?
man,
Heathen.
the Heathen. The Heathen is just a
Uh,
smaller SNT, but that really pretty one I made.
I have to
Probably
go
the
back
best.
and look.
He's got a cool name. Some people have bought them, but I've never made
It
a
wasn't
tattoo. All
Bobo
this is,
Schnoggins?
yeah, Bobo Schnoggins. Bobo
Bobo.
Schnoggins has a Heathen, and all this is the exact same spine shape. But if this was just rounded, into a drop point, that was the
But
standard.
that's the perfect way to design it, because now you've got, you don't have to call it a heathen tanto, but you've got a form that you can
Right.
make a knife that is your favorite knife, that if more people saw it, if you
Right.
saw the people that I watch buy very expensive overbuilt knives that will never use them for overbuilt knives, and I know that's not what yours are for, but people do buy big knives. Not me. What is that, 8.5 inches? You don't have to
Probably.
measure it, but roughly.
It's probably close because I've
It
got
looks,
a
it
4.5
looks
inch
big.
hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good size knife.
But I think if you, by having that very similar in terms of the overall shape and then being able to make a Tonto or make a drop point, hell, you might make a Warncliffe out of it too, if somebody wants
I
it.
certainly could. And the only issue, me being not being a experienced knife designer, like I said, the only issue with this design is if you hold it this way and in this particular stabbing motion, like to do a back draw cut, it's not super comfortable in this grip. Now, you flip it
Doesn't have to
around.
be.
You flip it around in this position it's awesome. But but lots of knives are that way.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
Like
comfortable.
steel.
I just hear a lot of people say, "Hey, it's comfortable in any grip," and I'm just being honest. That one's not comfortable in any grip, but it's only uncomfortable in one grip, so it's okay. But
Thanks.
I'm going to pull
Thanks,
up a
Buck.
picture of the Bobo Schnoggins' Heathen. I really wish I could buy more of this scale material. I bought his. There was a one-off piece that I bought at Blade Show, and I bought a lot of knife scale material at Blade Show, but almost all of it was garbage. Like it was.
Yeah, you weren't satisfied with any of that. And you bought a good deal of variety. You didn't buy it all from the same place.
I had a sling bag full of it, and it was all garbage. I had to throw almost all of it away. It was a lot of really cool maple burl and epoxy stuff, but the burl was rotten. Like it was just chalk.
Did you see what Joe Isabella showed last night? The scale, the two scales he had with
One's
mammoth.
made for
I
me.
didn't know what it was. Kyle said it was mammoth bone, right, Kyle, or mammoth?
Yeah, mammoth bone.
He didn't show the scales he made for me, did he?
I don't know. Are they the ones that he made
He's
for
got
you?
some made for me that he's sending to me. We're going to do a collab on that. He was being super kind. Just to answer that question, Paul, your first one, I changed the name of it, but your first one was a homestead. The homestead has kind of been a little bit redesigned since then. But I named it.
Evolved.
It might have been Shane. It might have been your scales.
Yeah, that's Bobo Schnoggins' Heathen.
Oh yeah,
As you
I
can see,
remember
it's the
that.
same spine shape. It just has a kind of a short drop point to it. But yeah, I love that knife, man. That was probably the first really cool thing I feel like I pulled off.
Shane, you see Cliff Brott's comment?
I didn't.
It's the last one or second to last.
Yeah, I've got some
I don't know if that means anything.
I've got some mammoth molar that I didn't purchase.
Above that,
Oh. I have a shitload of birch pearls.
I don't know what that is. I don't know if
I don't know that I would trust myself. Like I know they have to be stabilized and all that stuff. That was the issue. What I bought at Blade Show, I didn't know enough about it to be buying it. And come to find out, I talked to a few scale makers. They're like, yeah, people get rotten birch. He's like, they'll just go ahead and, make scales out of it with epoxy and sell it because people won't find out that it's garbage until they go to
they're
work.
long gone.
Yeah. Because you have to find somebody reputable. And I don't even remember who I bought that shit from. But
I'm trying to find if I got pictures of any of the homestead we did, Shane.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
heathens.
Bees' knife was an original Homestead. It's pretty much just like Paul Mills, just different handles. But you'll remember, Kyle, at one point in time I called it the Polar, but that was a stupid name, so I changed it.
Mick Ranger.
What was that
I
one
know
that
you
you?
would send rotten shit, Cliff, but what I'm saying is I know it has to be stabilized, and everybody I've talked to or listened to about stabilizing wood says that you really have to know what you're doing, so you're better off buying it from a reputable company that is good at stabilizing it. I wouldn't want to waste it and ruin it. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, that he wasn't saying anything negative about the wood. He was saying his skill set he didn't feel like was up to the task.
I've watched people do it, and that guy, I know you know I'm talking about, Todd. That guy over in England does a lot of it, and I mean, it has to be like, pressurized. And, yeah, you got to have equipment I don't have to make it tough enough to make a nice scale out of it. Because I've experienced what happens if it's poorly done.
Shane, I'm gonna show a picture. See what you think.
Sure.
Is that one you were talking about?
That's Ed Harrison's. But yeah,
Right.
that was the original Homestead.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
There was that one, and then I found another one. Let me see if I can get back to it.
Yeah. I think Paul's is, if I'm not mistaken, I think wasn't Paul's black with Tiffany liners or something like that, Paul?
I'm not sure which one his was.
Right here, I'll answer that. He does mostly pocket carry his fixies. I don't know that he has anything against belt or scout carry, but I know John mostly pocket drops.
I pocket drop and I will appendix carry my chickadees and some of my smaller fixies.
Yeah.
But I did start, I've got this, I bought off Amazon. I thought it was a thick flannel shirt, but it turned out to be a flannel jacket. I really like it, except the color. And I found this double sheath at Knives and Knife Ship Free. I've never bought there, so I can't really speak for them. This is one of the only things I bought there. But it holds two little knives, and I keep it in my coat pocket. So now I carry in the winter.
That's Bobo Schnoggins'.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's what I thought
that was the original Heathen. That's the first Heathen ever made. And so this is pretty much the same knife, but in Tanto.
And you could also do that in a Warncliffe very elegantly.
Yeah, I could.
I know you're not excited about Warncliffes, but
I love Warncliffes. My very first knife I ever made for myself was a Warncliffe. But I made the mistake of putting a thumb, like a thumb choil in the spine, and it makes the knife look backwards. Like when you look at it and you see that thumb and then the drop on the Warncliffe, it looks like I sharpened the wrong side of it.
I know the Mirror 1 from Viper Knives was, I reviewed it, and it had the thumb choil. They had two models, a Mirror 2, which had regular finger choil. The knives looked identical. And then the Mirror 1, which had the thumb choil, it was the way he originally designed it to get more traction in your cuts. It makes perfect sense. And he'd cut a swedge on the top so it wouldn't look like a blade. Well, my dumb ass, I know me. I'm at some point going to just grab that knife because I think it's a finger choil, and I'm going to turn it upside down and put my thumb on the blade. So I was out on that design just because of my own limitations.
Right. Actually, that's not I don't know. To be honest, I couldn't tell you the definition of cure knife, but those handles they looked like they were 6 feet deep looking into them. There was some maple burl in there. There was some distorted aluminum mesh running through it. It just looked like you were looking into the Milky Way, looking into those scales. They were really cool. But this next knife, like I said, I don't care if it sells or not. I'm making it for me, but it's going to be a 12-inch. Like, it's just sure enough battle ready.
Whose was that one?
That was Justin Sunstrick's.
Okay.
That's actually bigger than a standard Heathen. That's about a 10-inch. Yeah. Same design. Well, it wasn't the same design. Actually, there's no finger choil. When I did the SNT is just a double XL Heathen but I didn't do a finger choil because it didn't need it. It was so big. Well, when I shrunk that one down, it was still so big it didn't need a finger choil. But they're all pretty much the same knife with slightly different dimensions and with or without a finger choil.
I'm just going through pictures.
I still hadn't got that knife back. He, he told me, he's like, dude, I've absolutely abused this thing. He said,
That was
I didn't. He
4D,
said,
right?
I wasn't abusing it. He said, I didn't abuse it to test you. He said, I abused it because I'd never owned 3V and I'd heard all this great stuff and I wanted to see how good it was. Because like the 3V has held up beautifully. He said, the edge that Kyle put on it, he's like, dude, I've hammered this thing through hardwood. He said, just abuse this knife. He said, it'll still cut paper. He said, that sharpening job was perfection. But he was batoning it and hit a little bit at the back and hit the scale, and one of the scales snapped off. So I've begged him to let me redo it. He says he's going to let me redo it. He just keeps forgetting to ship it back to me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that knife was a little bit of overkill. Like, you can't tell in the picture, but it's considerably bigger than this. It was that's a Heathen XL, and the SMT was a Heathen 2XL.
Custom XL.
Yeah. But man, I know there's been a lot going on since then, but man, hats off to Scotch and things, because when I told him, all I told him was I wanted to make him a knife, and he's like, I'm in. I didn't know what I wanted to make him, didn't care, didn't ask, didn't have any input, paid me more than what I quoted him.
Scotch is as loyal as they come, man. He wants to buy from people he respects.
Yeah. But he paid me more than what I quoted it to him. But like, and in the beginning, him and Stevie both bought knives that were more expensive than I should have been selling at the moment, and both of them paid me more than what I quoted them. And without those, I wouldn't have been able to make more knives without them doing that. So I will always be forever grateful to Aiden Miguel and I mean to anybody that's bought from me. But I'm just saying those guys, they don't realize that when they did it, that
It gave you the
amount,
push that you needed in the financial.
right? That particular
injection.
amount of money kept me making for a good long while.
That's awesome. I mean, that's just an awesome story.
I assumed Aiden's was a mistake. Aiden hit the wrong button. Like, he paid me for that first knife, and when I opened my PayPal, I was like, he has made a huge mistake. And so I reached out to him, and Aiden was also the first person. Aiden shipped me a $600 knife to review very early on, very early, and trusted me with that knife, and then told me he wanted to sell it, and I wanted to buy it so bad, man, but I didn't have the money. But pretty sure Satu Dave, yeah, it was Satu, wasn't it, Aiden, that bought that knife? But anyway.
Hey, is Ryan in here?
Aiden, if he sends it back with no scales, that'd just be quicker because I'm redoing all of it. So Ryan's here.
Well, that little guy who comes into Knives and More came in late Saturday and spent about an hour with Tate and sold him a bunch of Spydercos, I think a little Sabenza, and some other he was cleaning out his collection.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see any of it up close. But there's a bunch of shit down there. If y'all come Monday or Tuesday, it probably won't be out.
Well, the little Sabenza, I'm on the fence about. The 3-inch XM18, I'm completely out on. If it fits you, I get it, but it just don't work for me at all. But man,
congratulations, Jay Korskaden.
The mini Arius is
too small.
No, it's not. I think it's absolute perfection. I handle Ryan's, and if I had to buy one right now, as much as I love big, badass tactical shit, this is why. If you laid them side by side, I would still like the full-size Arius better. But if I walked up to both of them every day and decided what I was going to put in my pocket, I'd carry the mini Arius.
Is his flipperless?
I can't remember. Ryan will have to.
I don't believe so.
I hope not, because I wouldn't own an Arius without a flipper.
I would think because this
It
is
just
a
don't
mini
work for me.
Arius.
Yeah.
I think it's a little on the small side, and
It-
I've held
it is
Jeff
small,
full
but it's
size
so
and thought
much-
it was too big when I first reviewed it. I
Well,
kinda
that's what it
lost-
is. I want it. How about we just work out something? I end up with that.
The
It is.
dimensions work well on it though, John. The mini and the full size fit well in the hand, but you look at like the Oz Roosevelt. The regular Roosevelt is way too small, and the big one is just
Way
a
too
little
big.
bit. It's good size, but it's just a hair big. I mean, I like it, but there's no in between. Like on both of the mini or the full size areas, they're both good in hand.
I guess. I think maybe it's the clip that feels too petite. I've had this knife fall on the couch before. It worried me for about 2 hours. And I will tell you that Ryan and I were looking for a Rosie, and they still had XLs on Sunday. They'd been sold out of the regulars since the first day, but the XL, I think the market even says it's too big.
I don't like the small one is way too small, and the XL is probably a hair big, but I still prefer that over. I mean, it's still a better knife to me. And Ryan, I disagree.
I guess it makes sense since I like mini areola that I would like mini area.
Probably. Ryan, I think both of the areas are great as far as ergonomics, but the mini does well
Ryan
for
just made me fall in love with it. I want that knife so bad.
Did you see Ryan's new Gerber?
No.
He posted a video in the group chat earlier.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
I
think it was a fake Dame of Steel Gerber.
So you don't want to get rid of that, John?
No.
Okay,
dude.
still, if you don't want to get rid of it,
I love that knife. I'm just saying, if I'd done it again,
all for me.
if I thought about it again, I would have probably gone with the full size. Even though I didn't, and I wouldn't, But
if I was sitting there paying the money, there's no doubt I would have bought the full size. But then after handling Ryan's, and after carrying this Sage 5.
How do you like the Sage 5?
Sage 5 is amazing.
I mean, that's all I carry now.
Like the Sage 6
I hate to admit this, but I've quit carrying my Mannix. That small difference in the size makes the Sage 5. Because of my nerve damage in my hands, if I can't get the butt of a knife to hit me right here so that I can flick it, like if it hangs off my hand, I can't grip it correctly to flip it. And the Sage 5 is perfection. Now, as far as the blade goes, I would prefer the Mannix size blade, but it just works better for me. Oh, well, thank you, Mick. That's very, very kind of you, buddy.
The Sage 6 has kind of been speaking to me. I've been hoping somebody will buy it. I might end up getting that little Sage 6 that we've got if it sticks around.
I still love my Mannix.
I've never seen that, Mills.
Hold on one sec.
You have to send a picture of that, Paul. I've never seen that one.
I think Paul has showed it to me before, because when he said dragon scales, it dinged in my head, but I can't remember what it looked like either.
I just don't remember seeing it.
Dude, Terry has done some super high-end mods for Paul. Like, hats off to Paul for trusting Terry that early in his career.
Right.
But everything I've seen he's let Terry work on some very expensive knives. In all honesty, I would have been a little nervous at that point in his career, but man, it all worked out great from what I've seen.
I'll tell you what else has gotten my attention.
And hats off to Terry for just fucking doing it. You know what I mean? Not being scared, making it happen.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, that's the thing. I told this story before. It's like I remember almost being like shaking the first time I sharpened a Spyderco Spidey Chef, because that was like the nicest knife I had sharpened at the time, and I was nervous as hell. And then now
I'm nervous about grinding this new knife. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know if it's doable. I don't know if I can do it. And I know this is gonna sound crazy, but it has three separate bevels that I've got to figure out how to grind without one ruining the other.
It's got to be a order process.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do some playing around first.
Let's do some scraps.
Yeah, do some scraps. It's the transition, It's like I was, my inside joke about Cheeto being an asshole. Everybody that knows me knows I'd fight you over Cheeto Bandito in a second. I call him an asshole because his knife design, it wasn't that he had this picture you sent me that it had swedges. I can do a swedge. I've done several swedges since. I don't show them off, but this knife had 2 swedges on the spine, and they looked like they were at different angles. And both of those are entirely possible. It's the transition. It's where they meet. That all I could see was it being all fucking janked up. I'm like, pass. I don't want anything to do with it.
Made you nervous.
Oh yeah, dude. I told him, I was like, dude, I'm not saying a maker can't make that.
And Cheeto, I have not forgotten you, buddy. I just have not. I've been sleeping ever since I got off work yesterday. I've been sleeping hard. I don't know why, but I owe you pictures.
But
Shane, was it kind of like a
concept on that? I'm so scared of transitions from one grind to another. If you'll notice, my Tonto does not have that line. It's full flat ground because I'm sure I could do it and get this line here, but getting it the exact same spot at the exact same angle on both sides, I don't trust myself yet.
Shane, you'll be surprised though. A lot of Tantos that I see come through, that point on both sides is called the coat. Yeah. A lot of on the compound grinds, a lot of makers don't get those to match up, and
I'm aware of that, and that's why it scares me more.
But so like there's one thing that annoys me. Let me find one here. I've got one here somewhere that has it. I like if it's going to have. No, actually, it's in the other room. I like it when it comes to that point.
Yeah.
You know how the primary, the flat will kind of have a swoop in to the recurve, or not to the recurve, but I'm sorry, to the Tanto.
Yeah.
That point should match where the coat is as well too. Right. And most of the time it's behind it. So you have like a semicircle. You know what? I'm just go get a knife. Hang on one second.
I got one right here.
We don't even know where to start.
Got a little recurve in it, but it's the same. No, it don't. Never mind. This one don't have it don't have that. All that curve is that semicircle you see. That's just the edge of the contact wheel. Like, that's where the contact wheel comes up and stops every pass. This don't have that, but this is actually a lot like mine. It's pretty much full flat ground with just a chisel Tanto tip.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where to start. I've been looking at some of the drawings.
Paul sent you a video clip. I couldn't share it if I wanted to. So
okay. So let me get up here closer. You guys can see this. Oh, I gotta get closer. So you see where that line in the grind comes in and starts swooping down. Yeah. It should meet up to that point to the coat. And if you look at it from an angle, it doesn't. It's this one's actually ahead of it.
Right.
That drives me crazy. I mean, I love this knife, but that, as far as grinds wise, that drives me crazy.
That would happen to me, and then I would try to fix it, and I would ruin it, and then I would throw it through something across the room.
I got a blade here I can show you. This, and a lot of times it's not necessarily the designer's fault. It's in manufacturing. So like this one, this is Sharif's. This is the Kaimano. It's similar. See how it's hard. This one's a little less visible, but right there's the swoop.
Yeah.
And then here's the point, and it stops up here.
Yeah.
I would prefer them to match. This one is closer than the Brian Brown, but it just depends on how they end up doing the Tanto as far as production wise. Let's see if I've got another one.
Yeah, those are probably, well, no, never mind. I was going to say those are probably CNC cut, but they're probably not.
Okay, here's one on this Hinder. You can see where that actually is behind the point.
Yeah, it comes behind it. Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Meathead said quit bitching and get the sharpening.
Meathead, shut up. You need punched in the head.
No, he can't do that anymore. God almighty, my hand's hurting, dude. That might bring me to tears in a second.
Don't be doing that.
Oh my gosh. It just came out of nowhere.
Let me take you off camera for a second.
Oh, no, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I think it's easing up.
Friday,
Was it
you
a
weren't
cramp?
It's just it feels like somebody's jabbing a screwdriver through the tip of my finger all the way to the knuckle. You're going to cry when you get in that car. Why? Why am I going to cry when I get in the car? What's me get done I don't know about?
What'd you do, me, Dad? Shane, you were here Friday to see this, but I showed off.
Oh, it looks much better, dude.
It looks so good.
Yeah. If only it had an S grind, so it would release food. That's been driving me crazy too. I've been trying to figure out a way to jig one to do an S
I
grind.
think that turned out pretty damn good as far as the.
Oh yeah, it does. It looks good, especially considering what you were sanding.
Yeah, by hand.
Look at there.
What's up, guys?
Dude,
You wearing your safety goggles in the house?
Yep, I sure am, man.
It kind of looks like who's that guy that advertises the shop shades? John Malecki.
A little bit. Actually, it reminded me more of Hunter Constantine.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
We did
Living
good. I'm glad you
dream,
jumped
buddy.
on here, man.
Ryan, congrats on the Gerber.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
Tell the wife I said hello.
You
I ain't gonna lie, guys. I may have skipped through part of that text thread because I was on the phone and I had like 28 missed messages from that text thread, so I may not have even saw it. I remember Ryan showing off his pride, but I don't remember
I got to go back through it. I was asleep.
I don't remember a Gerber.
We knew you were, John. I think the
I'm
exact
drunk.
comment was Javon is passed out on the couch, high off a catnip and watching Matlock reruns.
Watching Steel Toe reruns.
Y'all got. I tried to read some of it. Y'all got way too homo hateful on there, and I just
to say you can't say everything we were saying online.
no. I wasn't nothing hateful about it. If something's funny, it's funny. What is this?
That's my wife's Christmas present.
Is it really?
Yep. Thanks to Five Door, he's the one that let us know it was about to drop. So
Am I supposed to act like I don't know about that?
no, I knew you knew about
Okay.
it. She told me.
Well, thanks to Five Door.
Yeah.
Because the stipulations that I was given early, it was somewhat difficult. Like we were having a difficult time figuring out what to get. And luckily, Five Door turned you onto that, and you gave her a hint. Yeah.
I sent her the link to it.
I was so proud of her, dude.
Yeah.
So proud, man. She
She's
was a nervous wreck about that drop.
Yeah, she's a trooper for sure.
I told her to be on there a few minutes early, having cart, just keep hitting refresh until it said quantity 1. Yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah, she is. I can't.
That's the video he sent in the message, group message, Shane. That's the one I said it was congrats on this new Gerber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
Did they even sell out? Do we know? Did we have
Oh, it sold out quick.
Did they?
I'm sure it did.
Yeah. I don't think it was as quick as the Aurelia today, but
That's amazing.
it was.
How fast did that go?
It was a little over a minute, something like that, minute and a half.
Damn.
Something, yeah. I was a few minutes late on it, and of course I didn't get one. Which I mean, I've got one, but I was wanting to play.
You got a full dress though, don't you?
Yeah, I was wanting to keep that one
Right.
clean, so I was wanting the plain Jane to carry around, beat up a little bit, work with it.
Yeah, you don't have enough knives to go around to keep your nice shit clean, do you?
Do I now?
You don't have enough knives to go around to keep your nice stuff clean, do you?
No.
What's
Oh,
up,
he's
Hank?
getting big.
Oh, he's big. He's big trouble too. He's a problem child.
He's loving on you. Speaking of problem childs, how do you think Jake Paul's jaw feels today?
He got it rocked, didn't
He sure did.
he? But yeah, I read today that it was broke.
Yeah,
Broken
he had surgery last night.
Did he?
They had to put a plate in both sides.
Well, hopefully
Did you
it's
see the
permanent. That way he
aftermath
can't
of that,
keep
though?
talking.
Him up a little bit.
I know John.
Oh, he got all kinds of cash.
Oh
But-
yeah.
Jack Doherty threw his shoulder into a guy backstage. You know how he does? He likes to start fights and jump behind his security.
I didn't see that.
He fucked up and started a fight with Andre Arlovsky. And Arlovsky
Jesus.
literally ragdolled his entire fucking crew.
Oh, I love it, dude. I better
I
go back
heard
and
that
find
name
that.
in a long
Rolled him in the
time.
floor, kicking him in the face. Of course, Jack ran. He didn't get hit.
I thought he was supposed to be going to jail, Javon.
Allegedly, he's got some issues with his young girls he signed up for his OnlyFans.
Yeah. Looked like his gum was broke. It was broke, yet. Look at there. That's a Demko in the house.
That's a nice one.
It's
I
bad.
lost the 20, but man, I just never could get into the. Here I am talking about I end up liking smaller knives. I owned a 20.5 for like an hour.
That's smaller than the Demco 20. The 20 is bigger.
I know.
Yeah. The 25 I can't stand.
20.5 for like an hour and was not impressed and got rid of it.
John, this isn't a factory edge on this, is it?
I don't know. It's a machine ground, so I would think it is. I can ask Tate. We can ask Tate when you come up
Oh,
there.
it's not a mirrored edge on it.
What's up, Joe?
That may be Tate's
What's up,
edge.
Jojo?
I'm not sure, dude.
It's nice. I like it. I've
And
been
it's got
wanting
two
one
more
for a while.
sets of nice scales.
Yeah, we'll pick
I
them
like
up.
those scales the best.
Where'd it come from?
Knives and More. A
Oh,
guy
okay.
traded it in with a set of internals and a set of original goat scales and a scale of these custom G10 scales that had this guy's signature etched on the inside of them. They're frag.
Paul, I would probably like your 20.5 too, though.
Yeah, I'd like a
the issue I
20.5
had,
with
I
the
didn't
blue
like-
blade.
The blade was, for as small as it was too thick. It wasn't good cutting geometry. I'm sure your 20.5 is badass.
Yeah, his 20.5 is nice.
I've been wanting one of these for a while. So
They're great knives.
yeah, when John showed it to me, I had to.
I had 4 20.5s, got rid of 2 of them, and I've got a 20S, or not the S, not the 20S, the Shark Cub, the little $100 one or $199. I forget what it was.
The only thing, I don't like the blade, and I also I hate bribery or FRN, same thing on the Spydercos. So that's the main reason why I'm turned off. I wasn't a big fan of that lock system, even though it's very strong, until I started playing recently with 5-Door sent me one of the nicer big Demcos, and it kind of turned me around a little bit on it, but it's still not my favorite, but it's a cool knife.
Yeah, they're good knives.
Now, is this normal when you pull the lock back, the blade don't just drop?
Yeah.
That is normal.
Hey, since Todd Carr's here, I never
No.
get that.
Bring it up. Bring it up when you come.
You
I don't
can-
know
you-
if that's normal or not. Mine don't drop. Oh, let me get a 20.5. Hold on.
Well, there it
What'd you
dropped. Maybe it just needs to break in or something.
Shane, you okay?
Yeah.
Are you taking your kratom?
Yeah, I took some right before the live stream. You guys, I wanted Todd Carr to hear this, but you guys remember that Cold Steel Recon that I had a couple weeks ago? I got to hear the story behind that the other day. And so, you know Zach McCreary, Ryan?
Yes.
I was at his shop Friday. That's his knife. I found out a buddy of his in high school, I think was an Army Ranger. And when they sent him to like SEER, I don't know if they call it SEER school, but it was like survival and evasion school. They issued them all that Cold Steel. Now, it's not a Recon 1, it was a Recon with a bar lock. And when the guy got out of the military, he gave that knife to Zach. And Zach has owned it ever since, like since the late 80s, early 90s. And this is a cool part of the story, though. Zach carried it every day when he worked at Goodyear. And Zach's wife maybe his fiance at the time, I don't remember, but she got on that little intern program they had at Goodyear and worked there for a little while. And he's like, they put her on the shittiest job in the plant. She was over where they coil the steel belts. She's like, and it said the machine broke and it just started wadding up steel belts. So by the time they got it stopped, he said, I got over there and it was literally like an 18-inch steel belted rope, just twisted, just this rope. And he said, so I took that cold steel and a sledgehammer and just hammered that cold steel all the way through because you had to get all that out of there to get the machine back going. He said, and that was the same edge that it had on it when I gave it to you. So it's never been sharpened. Since the guy gave it to me, it's never been sharpened. And it wasn't chipped or anything.
Beat it through metal?
Through steel, but yeah, it's pretty much it had turned it into a steel cable. It twisted all that wire up. It just kept twisting and winding it. And yeah, he hammered it through an 18-inch wad of the steel belts in a car tire.
Jesus.
Damn.
It wasn't chipped or anything. But yeah, that was pretty impressive. And he's got some nice knives. You know, he's got some Spydercos and stuff. But
I tell you what, like talking about chipping and stuff, I'm very unimpressed with Spy 27.
yeah,
I can't keep an edge on it. And now this one's got some chips in it. And I haven't cut anything
wow, that is chipped up.
that should be chipping anything with it.
Well, that's also the factory Spyderco edge.
Yeah.
I bet it don't do that after about the third sharpening.
Okay.
That's very common with the factory Spyderco. The only one I've ever had chip, and I can't remember who it was that called me out on it. I think it was JN. I let him borrow a knife of mine, but I had put a 15-degree edge on one of my Manixes, and it kept chipping. And when I let him borrow mine to check it out, he was like, does this have 2 edge bevels on it? And I was like, yeah, because I went back and put a 20-degree edge back. I didn't remove the whole 15-degree edge, but I put a 20-degree micro bevel on it to make it stop chipping. So, but yeah, that's common with Spyderco factory edges.
So
What is 527 supposed to be close to?
I just need to sharpen the tips.
I call it S40. It's just S40 because it's supposed to be kind of like between S35 and S45.
I got you.
It's just
But I
a
agree with
proprietary
Paul.
version.
It
I'm
makes
not a
no
fan of it.
sense. It makes no sense that they make knives in S45.
I
Spyderco
thought that was going to be their standard
is
steel.
S45.
It's they're keeping it for their standard lightweight steel. They're going away from BD1N, thank God, because that steel sucks, and putting it in Spy 27. So that's supposed to be their new lightweight steel.
It's still an upgrade.
Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade from BD1N.
I bet after you sharpen that a couple of times, it'll stop that.
It needs
That's why I send my brand new Spydercos to Kyle to put an edge on. It's not because they're not already sharp. It's because I want that historical Spyderco burnt edge off of it.
It needs it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I haven't used this for very long. I don't know, a month or two.
I'm shocked. I don't know if everybody else could see it, but even I can see those chips.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like I said, I haven't cut into anything that would
Right.
make it chip.
You didn't
Yeah,
hit a staple when you're pulling through tape or anything, did you?
Do I know?
So you didn't hit like a staple when you're pulling through tape on the box or anything, did you?
No. No. The closest thing to anything that would chip anything would be cutting into copper. And
I see it, Kyle.
I don't care. I'm putting it up.
I hate you, guy.
No, but I'll probably ship this one off to Kyle too before too long. I did give me some Rex 121 though.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
You want the scales already, ain't you?
Yes.
Did you see that? Did you see that post I made about those Strider scales?
No.
Or
Oh
Spider-
yeah, I did see that.
I thought that. I was shocked when I found out what he's selling these for. This guy makes. They're probably just 3D printed, but they're Strider style scales for various Spyderco models, and they're $50 on his Etsy page.
They just G10.
I bet it's 3D printed. I don't know though, dude. They got a lot of texture to them. I know that picture.
Yeah. I think it's different looking. I kind of like
I think it looks really good. I would buy them for my Sage 5, but I'm not taking my AWTs off for them. It almost makes me want to buy a little native just to get the scales.
your Sage 5 was the whole reason I bought mine.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, dude. If you don't have any, get on Amazon right now and order you some CLP. And keep that blade coated. Because it is it can be a battle to keep that shit. You'll start getting little black spots. It's wanting to patina right now. I promise you.
Ryan,
Keep it
I'm gonna
dry.
show a picture.
Do what now?
So I'm gonna show a picture. There you go.
Dude, those things look so good. That's the ones you sent me the other night, ain't it?
Yeah.
I love them.
I don't know if y'all can see that, but this Pops Pro Cut. Y'all see the little black specks?
Yep.
That looks like some kind of acid or something's been put on that.
It's just from laying around the shop, dude. I mean, it's a carbon steel. It's going to do that.
There you go, Ryan.
You said those are always sold out too, aren't they?
Yeah, that's why I said email them, see if when the next drop's going to be, because those are hot.
Yeah, they are.
I just wish
I can't throw some old Mad Wax on here.
Yeah, anything's better than nothing. But
Speaking of Mad Wax, I got the Christmas loot box in. I need to open that package up.
I only
What's up,
said
DC?
CLP because when Big Red EDC tested, now of course Mad Wax wasn't out yet, but when Big Red EDC tested all the knife protectants, he put some naked 1095 outside on a tree stump, sprayed it with salt water, all kind of shit, and CLP was by far did the best job of stopping rust. But you can't cut food with it or any of that kind of stuff.
What's up, Kathleen?
Miss Smith.
But if you stay on top of it with Mad Wax, you'll probably be fine.
It's gonna be a work knife, so really.
In all honesty, my Rex 121 did that. It's kind of my fault. I spilled something on it and didn't realize it till the next day. And when I found it, I had to order a KPL rust eraser to get it off. And it's those same spots. They keep trying to come back. So it didn't have any Mad Wax. So I didn't have anything on it. And I spilled something on it. So it's kind of my fault.
Way to go, Shane.
What's up, Dom? Yeah, this one started doing that just from humidity in there. Just
Crispy. Crispy.
What's up, Crispy?
How's Turi doing?
All the Sage 5s made in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Tachon.
Tachon.
Yeah.
I just now noticed that.
Some of Spyderco's very best stuff is made in Taiwan, in all honesty. And I don't have an issue with I love buying not because you're getting that same Chinese type work ethic and all that, but without all the communism. So.
So you're getting the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I've got to do laundry. I'm going to jump in the audience. I'm not bailing. I love y'all. I'll be in the audience. I just got to do laundry before work tomorrow. And it'll be in the background. I don't want to be loud.
I got you.
I'm not going to be on.
Do y'all know when y'all are going to come up yet? I know you're off for a few days.
Yeah, I think I'm coming up Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Perfect. Right after Christmas.
We already had a conversation with you about that.
I knew you did, but I was kind of asleep and I didn't know if y'all were thinking about coming during the week because Jeff wanted to know. A to Z wanted to know. So I'll let him know it's Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to come up Saturday.
All right, guys. I'll see you in the audience.
All right, bro.
Love y'all.
Later. Yeah, I won't be able to much longer. But what's up, Kyle?
I was gonna say, hang out for just a second. My food's finally here, so I'm gonna go grab my food real quick, and I'll be back.
Yeah, man.
Damn, everybody's leaving.
I'm coming back. I just got to eat.
I ain't running real late tonight anyway. I actually woke up at a decent hour today, so I need to get some sleep tonight so I can get in the shop tomorrow. Do you know what the temperature's supposed to be tomorrow, Ryan?
No. Job site shut down, so I ain't looked at it.
You don't even care, do you?
I don't give two craps. I'm gonna spend a few hours in the office tomorrow, and then I'm closing up my shop for the rest of the week. So,
I hear you.
yep.
Let's see what it's going to be tomorrow. Monday, 58. Yeah, I should be able to go after lunch. Get a little bit done. Run into a slight issue. The pins I ordered, the lanyard tubes I ordered said they were 1/4 inch OD, and they are not. They're 1/4 inch ID. Like, that's all I like finishing Paul Mills's knife, and the lanyard tube won't fit.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna just order new ones, or are you gonna make the hole bigger?
Making the hole bigger is a lot harder than you think it is.
Is it?
On hardened steel, on hardened S125V, yeah, yeah. So I've got some. I know I do, and on a couple of my lives, I actually spent a few minutes walking around looking for it. I know I've got some at the shop somewhere that's 1/4 ID, so I just need to see if I can find it. Because I could have been done with his knife if that stuff had fit.
It happens, man.
Yeah.
It happens out there on my job all the time. I order 1/4 inch bolts and I get 3/8.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Well, the only issue with that, I may end up having to do that, but the issue with that is I'll have to replace the scales, because I've learned anytime I try to drill through the scale material and through the handle itself, it always ends up cracking the scale material, which is fine because I've got more scale material. I can do that if I have to. But first, I'm going to try to find that other tubing. That carbide is just so aggressive and spins so fast. And it's carbon fiber, but I still bet you it'll break. Especially,
I haven't been paying attention to the chat over here.
Yeah. Well, Paul, if it was done, that wouldn't matter. I'd ship it anyway. Money, with me and you, money ain't got nothing to do with it.
The Lennox 3.
Yeah. I believe them too, man. That's what really hurts my feelings.
Oh.
Yeah, see, Joe knows what I'm talking about. It will crack. Yeah.
I know nothing about it, man.
I think they should make a Sage 5 sized Mannix and call it the Mannix 3, but with the ball lock. I'd buy that.
There's not
I'd
much.
buy it as soon as it dropped, because they'd drop it in either fucking S30 or Spy 27. But as soon as it came out in a good steel, I'd buy it.
There's not too much of a difference between the Mannix and the Sage. Well, I mean, the Para 3 and the Sage are just about the same size.
Yeah. I just like that slightly different, slightly smaller size a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the St. Nick knives Bodacious?
No.
They would buy Bodacious when it came in a better steel. And St. Nick's, I don't know if it's dropped already. We may have already missed it, but St. Nick's usually does 4V and with red G10 handles, but this is a blue jean micarta handle. Not blue jean, it's like a dark blue micarta handle, and S90V Bodacious. I'd love to have that. It looked really good.
See if it's dropped yet. You said it was St. Nick's?
Yeah. I was just shocked they moved away from the red. Like, they've done red G10, they've done red FRN, they've done red micarta. I was shocked they moved away from the red.
Let's go, St. Nick.
Joe, I may, if I can't find those.
Here it is, right here.
I need like, I may need like 12 inches of quarter OD. Well, yours is brass though. Yeah, brass is it's not gonna look right on here. I've got some brass.
It's dropped and sold out.
Did it?
Yes.
How much was it?
$2.99.
Yeah.
Which is really not bad.
I'd pay that for a Bodacious with S90V.
That micarta is badass.
Yeah.
I
I think it's the only knife they've ever done that wasn't red though.
I like that, and I like the black blade.
Yeah. And Spyderco is infamous for that, dude. They'll release Rex 121 with uncoated, and then they put out something like S90V that is super stainless, and coat it. Yeah. That's a Shaman, you simpletons. No, it's not. It's a Bodacious.
No, this one's a Shaman.
And Rex 76. Luke is 100% right about all of it.
What's that?
He's 100% right. It was never a Bodacious, and it was never S90V.
Yeah, it's a Shaman Rex 76.
Yeah, and I still want it, but yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, man.
Well, they do have a Bodacious in S90V. Do they not?
If they do, maybe they do, and that's why I got them mixed up. Don't forget, Dom, if you need somebody to heat treat that stainless steel for you, man, I'll be glad to do it for you.
No, it's a Shaman in S90V. It's in just regular micarta.
Yeah, that's been out for a while.
Yeah.
You still can't get a Bodacious in S90 or anything but S30. I know they have it in Spy 27 in a lightweight, but I don't want that. Later, Crispy. See, buddy.
They got the Manix too. Of course, it's in red.
Jeffrey said they've got a carbon fiber S90V Bodacious dropping in the future. Luke just said there is no lightweight. Maybe I'm wrong about everything tonight. I could have swore I just saw an ad for a lightweight Bodacious in Spy 27.
Let's see what Google says about it, Shane. Lightweight Bodacious.
He's probably right. My mind gets a little. Hey, Dom, whenever you're ready, buddy. And I've talked about that too. I should have started with carbon steels. Like, that was a mistake. You're going down the right path, buddy. And I want one of your knives. I don't care if it's in 1045. I'm not concerned about the edge retention on that knife, but I do think you'll sell more if using better stuff. But prepare yourself, dude. You're in for more work for sure. The grinding the bevels is definitely more work with stainless. It's the same process. It's just more passes. But yeah.
All right, I'm back.
I wouldn't have an issue having one of yours in 1095 at all. Because I've got plenty of super steel. There's certain knives I just don't like. If I had one of Dom's knives, I'm not concerned about the edge retention because I'm not going to cut up fucking cardboard with it all day. Oh, by the way, I spent an hour and a half a few days ago cutting cardboard. I'm talking about had a pile of boxes beside me. Hour and a half of nonstop cutting cardboard up. Not for an edge retention test, but because I had to get it out of here. And I should have kept count just for the fun of it, but I didn't. But when I went to do that, I grabbed my Spyderco Police 4 and K390. Right there towards the end, I could tell it was slowing down. Not dull, but it was slowing down towards the end. Yeah.
Did I do that one yet?
That K390. I wanted to use my Sage, but I haven't had it long enough because I thought, well, this is a lot of cardboard and a lot of cutting. I don't want to dull it yet and have to turn around and mail it right back to Kyle.
Did I didn't do that K390 yet, did I?
Down for one of your fixies, bro.
Yeah, you sharpened that K390 when I first got it.
I thought I did the enough.
No, you didn't sharpen it. You just honed it. You said it was good.
Okay.
You just touched it up and honed it.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying it didn't dull it. It just slowing down. I was having to put a little more pressure to get it. No, Cheeto, I didn't use the Thug. I actually don't. I've sold them all. I've got to make some more Thugs at some point. But right now, first thing I do, I got to finish these Thugs up for Northern Knives, which they're really close, other than those lanyard cubes. Then I got to get Dylan Mallory's batch of knives heat treated. So
I should have that material here tomorrow, Shane. I'm going to try to get those liners and scales and pins cut and glued on. And then I'll try to get them shaped on Tuesday and Wednesday, sanded.
I should say, dude, I'd let them sit bare minimum 72 hours.
I was going to bring them inside, though.
Yeah, even inside. I'd still, the longer you wait, the more insurance you're giving yourself.
I ain't got 72 hours to do it.
Yeah.
I need to get them on tomorrow. So
And from my experience, I mean, I'm sure you know to sand them and clean them with alcohol, but so far out of everything I've used, that Gorilla Glue that you have to moisten has been the best, the best adhesive I've used for putting scales on.
Moist.
Well, I got some of that Bob Smith 2-part epoxy.
Okay.
So, and it says it's able to actually be worked on in 4 hours, but I figured if I gave it 12 to 24, it should be okay.
Yeah. Mallory dishing out the fixies.
What's up, Marty? But I'm also doing metal liners and metal pins.
Putting metal liners on that?
Copper.
Oh, okay.
And then after I sand it, I'm going to clear coat it.
Right. Well, keep this in mind. If something happens, expansion or whatever from temperature changes and they pop off, just keep all of it. Because all we would have to do is countersink the existing holes and put hardware in it and bolt it back together.
All right. I was going to do that originally, and then I ended up liking the idea better of it being pinned because they're never going to come off to be exchanged.
Right.
Just,
small. Yeah. I was really happy with this, dude. Like, you guys have no idea. If y'all had been there and seen me trying to put hardware in Stevie's knife, what a clusterfuck it was and how mad I got. But this went, like, I just had these drilled ready for pins. I just went back and countersunk the holes a little bit, and the hardware, it worked out perfectly. I wasted like $45 worth of titanium hardware on Stevie's knife.
Night, Joe. Hit me up tomorrow. I was curious how that material looks. If you've ever had to polish it yet, see what it looks like.
Joe, I don't know if you have showed off those scales that you made for me, but I'm not going to show them till they're done. I'm excited about them things, though. That's really pretty.
So don't show them again, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe's arguing with me, but when I finish that knife, we're going to put that up on the internet for sale. We're going to split that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I'd love to do some more collabs with Joe on that.
Come here, Paul.
I've got I'm just waiting for the holidays to be over so I can actually ship some stuff.
Yeah. Does everybody know that we've held off, like, the stuff you've had, we've held off on shipping until after Christmas?
Yeah, I've told everyone.
Okay.
Okay. I touched base with the 2 fret owners, and I haven't talked to Brian about his, but I figured once that's done, then I don't know if he wants to drive up here or not, or I can just mail it to him. Doesn't matter.
I wouldn't ship anything of any value right now.
No. I mean, he's only 35 minutes.
I have 2 knives that I keep completely forgetting about. Like, I just completely forget that they exist, and all they need scales put on them. And I'm thinking about sending them to Joe, see if he wants to do them. But they're already owned. One of them's Ryan's. He paid for it a long time ago, and I just keep I just keep forgetting that those last 2 joke wolves even exist. But they've been laying on the table, literally in a puddle of oil, so they're still bright and shiny.
At least it ain't rusted.
Yeah. But I don't know why. I just forget that they're laying over there. And
You know what? You just bring it with you Saturday.
they don't have handles on them. That's all they've needed was handles, and I just keep forgetting about them. It's not like I decide, no, I'll just wait. I just forget they exist. But that was why I was asking Joe Isabella about if he would be interested in, making, shaping, installing some scales, because at this point, those things need to be extra special. As long as you've been waiting on them.
All right, that's all right, man.
But if you remember, I had lost track of one. I didn't think there was enough, and then realized that I do still have both of them. Yeah. So I need to get those finished up too.
It's all good.
I'm almost glad I waited at the same time, because if Joe don't want to do them, now I can do them with both on hardware. And I've got more hardware coming. I think it's supposed to be here one day this week.
What's up, Yoko? I got your package today. I haven't got it opened yet, but
You want to open it on here?
no, it's not. It's not here. It's at the shop.
I got you.
Cheeto, I just removed it. I didn't actually put him in timeout, even though he deserved it.
You put who in timeout?
So I didn't put him in timeout. I just removed his comment, Maddie, because he's being a little D-bag.
There's nothing little about Matty. If he's been a D-bag, he's been a big D-bag.
I was trying to be polite.
I love it. So I haven't decided if I got this one for my dad. So I actually like this one better.
You don't want to give it away?
Huh?
So now you don't want to give it away?
Yeah.
Give him another one.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
This is what I do. I give your dad the other one, give me that one.
Okay.
Then you'd have all your bases covered.
Except for I'm left out. That works.
So this one has a phosphor bronze washer on one side. On the other side, it looks like it's got like nylon tape.
Is it white?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nylon washer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was, but it's. Never mind. I don't know how to describe it.
It's hard telling what
you're like plumber's tape, like Teflon tape.
Yeah. Yep, that's exactly what it was like.
But I mean, I like this one a lot better than.
What is it you like better about it?
I don't know.
Sometimes it's just that way, man.
I don't like. I've tried to think about it, and I don't know.
Well, what is that one? What's the difference between that one and the other one?
This is smaller. I can handle it. It's smaller. I can handle it a lot better.
Are they not both SNGs?
No.
Oh, you got an SNF?
Yeah, the other one's what's the bigger one? SNF.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd like the SNG better too.
And see, my dad's crazy.
I like the idea of the SMF.
Yeah. Now my dad likes the bigger knives.
Yeah.
But like every time he walks in my office, he goes straight to that safe, pulls that knife out.
Yeah. Well, I mean that wouldn't remove you from the Trinity. You still have one.
Yeah, I mean,
I think honestly the SNG is more popular than the SMF.
Yeah, I still regret. All I've ever owned was a Protect SNG, and I traded it for a Super Freak, and I really miss that knife.
Damn it, Luke. That's the one you gave to Luke?
No, Luke got my North Fork.
Mm.
And I understand why the North Fork's not popular, but that North Fork is perfect for what it was made for. That is a great little small game hunting knife. Skinning, yeah. Luke sold it immediately and spent it on hookers and blow.
Speaking of, on Friday, Javon was showing off the new Salt series of is it Crooked Rivers from Benchmade?
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
Yeah.
They look pretty cool.
They had some up there. I love the original Crooked River. That's what I've got coming.
The Crooked River's growing on me.
Yeah. I was looking at Gersh. Going to get a reblade, but it's about half price to just have Brian regrind mine. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't care that it's just S30, but I think with a Brian Kim regrind, it'll be more badass than even having a S90 reblade from Gersh. That's just my opinion. Copper scale knife you gave me a while back. Man, I don't remember. Copper scale.
Paul, I wish ProTech would make more manual knives in general. They got some cool designs, but I'm not into all the autos.
I'm not into autos either. I've got a few, but they're not my go-to.
That knife's not real heavy, meathead. You're talking about the Code 4. That knife is not heavy. I don't know where you get that. And it's not copper scaled. It's just, it looks copper. Yeah, I'm sure I could do reblades. And I'm thinking about if I ever get caught up, and that's not me bragging about having a shit ton of orders. It's me not being able to work. If I ever get caught up, I've got a plate of titanium at the shop. I am going to make my first folder. No pressure. You know, if I fuck it up, I fuck it up. But I'm gonna attempt it. Yeah.
The good thing
For
about
myself.
reblades, Shane, you could start off reblades with something like a Benchmade or a Mannix, something, because you're not worried about lockup and
Right.
lock
I'm worried
geometry.
about block face geometry.
Right. So you can not saying that you want to be able to get away with stuff, but you have more room for error there.
Yeah. It's not the Code 4 out here yet. Man, I don't remember a copper scale knife, man. I don't remember giving you that or anything like that. I don't know. Real heavy. Shit. I have no idea.
Oh, I think I might know what it is.
What?
I don't want to say it.
Okay. Well, text it to me.
I'll put it in the private chat right now.
Shane don't know how to check private chat.
Yeah, you can.
Well,
He can't read private chat.
I see starred. I don't see private.
I'm saying.
It says STARRED, starred.
Oh no, the very far right. Oh Jesus Christ! I'll just text it to you.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
I told you.
I don't think I had one of those, Kyle.
You did.
I don't think so, buddy.
I know it was, but it was a XL.
No, I've only got the one XL, the one y'all gave me, and it had it's my Carter scales.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
All right.
I want to hear y'all argue about it.
Well, I just don't want to bring it up here because I don't want to. There was something involved that was a gift, and that's why I didn't want it to be like if it was.
I got you. Okay.
What's
Oh,
that?
what you got there, Shane?
That's Paul's dragon scaled Aries.
Yeah. I knew I'd seen that before. I don't know who it was. That's nice.
Who is
Heard y'all
this?
talking about my mini Arius a minute ago. I love it.
Yeah, you got me wanting
It's
one.
so much better than the. Well, it's just more carryable. It's not that it's just that much better. They're both great knives, but
They dropped the price so much on this Vulcan. I'm thinking about buying it and just rescaling it. I really don't need to be. I need to be buying parts for knives instead of. But he dropped one of those ones down, Ryan, that I was showing off before. The one that had like the blue lightning bolt cut out in it. Magnet
Sure.
cut. Hang on. He's got to drop down to $200. I don't want to show it because I don't people cart snipe me. But
Yeah,
well,
they
send
would.
it to me and then I'll cart snipe you.
and I know I don't want you cart sniping me. What's up, Dawson?
I wonder if Strider. Well, no, probably not. I was just saying, I wonder if that them ending all those partnerships had anything to do with the North Mountain Knives deal or whatever. I mean, I know that was with Dwayne, but it's odd that Strider couldn't let anybody else make their knives, and now China's making Dwayne's knives.
I ain't even thought of it.
And I wish I could say something, but I can't. And Shane, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I say it, dude. I don't.
No. I'm talking about Mick.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not and this is not a knock against anybody, but when somebody makes a knife, I'm super proud that they at least made knives first, but then once that knife becomes available in China, I lose my passion for owning it because I know that 5,000 other people have a Chinese copy of it.
Yeah, Terry, that looked good. The many areas that you did.
Yeah, it looked real good, man. I was bragging on you earlier because of the amount of balls you had at that point in your career to take the chance of modifying an Arius for somebody. It's pretty ballsy, dude. But it turned out great. Everything else you do turned out great.
You don't have to say, Terry, but just out of curiosity, was that like your artwork and then you stenciled it, or how did you come up with that, or did you freehand just off the top of your head do it?
Luke, I mean, yeah, I see your point, Luke, but I'm talking about when I hate to use this guy as an example. He may be listening, and I don't want anybody to take this personal, but there's a certain small maker that we all know that I really loved his knives and kind of wanted one. I probably never would have got it because he just does like 5 knives drops. But then when he sold the design to China and had it made, I no longer want it. Now, I don't have any hard feelings towards him, but the fact that he sold that out to China makes me not even want the custom anymore. The one like you're talking about, Luke, Benchmade didn't sell out the bug out to the fucking TikTok shop. They just stole it. And now people on TikTok claiming that they're real Benchmades and getting away with it, which I think is fucking criminal.
Yeah.
Telling people that it's a legit Benchmade for $40.
I mean, kind of is. You can hold it in your hand,
But it's not a legit Benchmade.
you can make it legit Benchmade.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Yeah. You can buy a blade from Brian. Well, it'd just be a Benchmade clone with an actual Benchmade blade. But
I don't mean,
Well,
Yeah,
you
the first
stop
person
all the
did
scales
that-
and parts and everything else, and you don't have you don't have
You
the
venture.
would
first
have-
person I knew that did that, though, I completely understood because he had a blade. He had a Benchmade and needed some parts and couldn't get them. They wouldn't sell them to him. So he bought the clone and was going to just take the parts he needed. But out of curiosity, he put the blade in it just to see if it worked, and it did. So he just left it that way. That was Bama Knife Guy. He's still carrying around a Chinese Benchmade clone with an actual Benchmade S90V bug out blade in it.
we're going to clone the clone.
Reminds me of Multiplicity.
Yeah.
She touched my face, Steve.
y'all know the maker I'm talking about. I don't have any hard feelings.
I know who you're talking about. I still want one.
I don't think bad about him. It just killed my personal desire to own it. That's all I'm saying.
Only Chinese made knife.
What is a counter critter? I don't know what a counter critter is.
The
Does he bullshit in this call?
I have no idea. I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm looking it up right now. Hang on. Of course, I can't put it on screen, but I know Dawson's a big Spyderco guy. Oh, I see the counter critter. It's just a kitchen knife. Hell, I can make you that, Jeffrey. I can't make you that for $35. But I've actually got the stock laying there right now that I'd have to change it very little before I made it. And it is super thin 14C. There's a good chance I may ruin it making it because it may warp. But I'd be glad. I'll go ahead and make it and try. And if you want to buy it, you can. If you don't, you don't have to.
Kathleen, that's exactly what he was talking about, and good on him. That's great. I understand what Shane's saying though. It just it loses a little sentimental value as far as having one that's custom and one that's not in the same.
Yeah. And I'm not telling anybody else they should feel that way. It doesn't take anything away from his handmade knives. It just affected my passion for owning it. That's all I'm saying.
What's up, Stevie? But if I'm not mistaken, didn't Scott wasn't real happy with that?
I don't know that Scott wasn't happy with the end. Yeah, I think there was something in the process that he didn't enjoy. But that's also that's different too, because even though he let them make some of those, it's still not even close to the same thing.
I got you, Kathleen. Yep, it's all good. Hope you're doing well. I'm talking
you can't convince me that I could hold that concept tipper and open it and close it, and then pick up a Scott Stills tipper and even think they were in the same class. I know for a fact they're not.
Oh yeah, there's definitely nothing comparable. I mean, the design's comparable, but the feel in hand would not be at all.
Yeah, there may be somebody out there I don't know, but from all my years of going to Blade Show, handling everything I've handled, I used to say that Conigarius was the best pocket knife ever made, and it probably still is the best production pocket knife ever made. Even the Arius, in my opinion, it's not in the same class as the Scott. Nobody hand makes a folder like Scott Stills does. Not even close.
Kathleen, if you cook and clean, maybe you could come here. Just kidding. But I hope you do figure out something soon.
Who's the maker, Shane?
That's what you were talking about earlier.
There's no
point. I was talking about Aries. That doesn't mean I won't ever own another Aries EDC knife. I just don't want the bloom because there's a bunch of Chinese made ones out there. And I'm not trying to imprint that feeling on anybody else. It's just for me. I get a knife from him, it'll be a different knife. Because I've been in situations where, hell, I'm kind of in one right now, where if somebody called me and it's like, hey man, we'll give you a couple $1,000 if you let us make the thug, it'd be really hard for me to say no. I feel like I would.
I'd tell you no.
It'd be really hard, just because that's the oldest saying in the book. Money talks. I get it. especially if you're in a situation where, hey, I need to do this to be able to continue making. Hey, I get it. I've been fortunate enough that I've had people help me enough that I haven't been put in that position. So,
Luke, feast your eyes. You can place your head right here, buddy. Right there. I'll hold it for you.
Look at those hands.
Todd, you know he's an enormous guy, right?
Who, Luke?
Yeah.
He looks tiny in his picture.
He's a fucking Viking.
Whatever. I don't care.
Okay, but he is. What are you, Luke? 6'5"? He's a big 6'5" Nordic fucker.
Looks like a computer nerd.
Yeah. And Stevie ain't talking shit, Paul. Stevie said that in front of Donnie.
I think that goes without saying though that Scott still.
They're just two different things.
Yeah. That ain't knocking anybody else. It just is what it is.
Right. Yeah.
Well, fellas, I'm headed to bed. It's good to see everybody again.
I ain't far behind you, Ryan. I really appreciate you showing up and hanging out, man.
Good to see you, buddy.
Like showing up and hanging out, but I'm probably gonna go take a soak in a hot bathtub so if I can get these hands to quit hurting.
I see you, buddy. All right, guys. Later.
Right, take care.
Later. Love you, Ryan.
Love y'all.
Meathead, you ain't wrong.
You know, Paul, that's where the whole thing gets curious, is that I don't love the tipper. And I've said that to Scott. It's not for me. I don't enjoy that blade shape. But it wouldn't matter if that thing didn't have bevels on it or a sharpened edge and you pick it up and handle it. You know you're handling the most precise, highly, I don't even know what words to use. It's just better than everything else out there. So I don't have to like the blade shape, you know. And I get it. He doesn't want to make a knife that looks like everybody else. I understand completely. You know, and everybody I know that has it said, you know, admitted, hey, man, it looks different. I wasn't sure about it either. But now that I have it and I use it, it's fucking excellent. I mean, the tipper is no more weird looking than the Grimsmo Norseman. And that knife caught him. So,
yeah, absolutely not.
And I've handled a Norseman. I'll tell you right now, a Norseman ain't in the same ball field as a Scott Steele's knife.
No, it's not. I mean, Norsemans are nice for what they are, but they're not.
They would actually be uglier than the tipper to me.
Let me. How am I gonna phrase this? Norsemans are cool in their own right, but they're not. To me, they're not worth what they go for retail. If you pick one up secondary, 40% off, then I think it's a pretty cool knife.
And it's also a good tech versus handmade. Correct.
It's a CNC custom. I mean, they're.
Isn't that how we deem mid-techs those?
Mid-tech to me is the way it was originally designed. It was made by a production company, but all the final fit and finish was done by the custom maker.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, so it's a CNC custom.
Right. Same as like an Oz or like a Brown or a Koenig.
And see that's what drew me to Donnie's knives in the beginning. I'm not excited about the look of it. I was just really impressed at what he was able to pull off making it by hand. And it's still impressive. Don't get me wrong. But then when you handle one of Scott's knives and you realize what is actually possible by hand, again, you're levels above anything I've handled. There may be something out there I don't know about. I don't know.
I understand it, and I don't mind. I actually kind of like sometimes the precision of CNC made stuff. Right. Like to me, I think Brown knives are some of the finest, quote unquote, production, custom CNC customs knives that are done.
Yeah.
I don't have to be handmade to
I'm
be.
saying that Scott uses a CNC. I don't know. Maybe he does.
Yeah, I don't know that. I'm
I
not
know
sure.
Stevie would know.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Scott's doing, but
And that's no
I don't-
knock if he is. I don't care.
right. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem making.
I know Dom's knives are all handmade the hard
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I think that's what he was
That's
saying.
why I want one, and that's why like I said, I wouldn't care if it was 1095, HCR13 MOV, Allstate. I don't care. But yeah, I want one of his knives because and he will say this too. His knives aren't at a perfection level yet either. But just the fact that he puts himself out there and does it, I want something early.
Yeah, kudos to that. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's still early in the journey too. Is he not?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I thought so.
yeah. I don't think you've Dom. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you've made 10 knives yet, have you? Am I correct about that? I mean folders. I'm sorry.
So there's the one thing to, I guess,
Scotty is using a CNC. Okay.
the 2 points to argue with that is, so CNC to me, it may have, because of being precision, it's going to have lack of those small imperfections that we call and feel as soul, right? But the art of learning how to do the CNC is, again, an art in itself. I mean, getting good at CNC work is, to me, just as important or just as good as learning something by hand. So
if somebody bought me a CNC tomorrow, I'll set it in the shop. It'd be months before I release the first knife. Like that's a whole different learning curve.
correct.
Yeah, Dom said he just finished his 10th. Yeah, that's cool.
He's made 1 million knives.
Yeah, I like his folder because it reminds me of the. And he didn't copy it, but it has that whippersnapper vibe, and I've always liked that.
I mentioned that to him the other day in the stream. I said, I'm not saying you're copying it, but it looks like you've taken your own twist and had some inspiration by Olamic, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
So I think that's badass.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, Stevie's.
No, Ed.
That's the one I was talking about.
Ed, no, they're different people, buddy.
But he does use a CNC now. And I get that, man. If you're trying to make money, unless you've got a shitload of customers out there willing to pay thousands for each knife, you're gonna have to CNC something eventually.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
No, I mean, you guys know what a fan I am of Alex Steingraber. All his shit CNC made.
Yep.
I'm a huge fan of Michael Martin at ABW. He don't even grind his bevels. It's all CNC done, and I appreciate it. It's just a different thing.
Yeah, this one is.
But that's what I was speaking on, Stevie, was after witnessing what Scott was able to do with your knife and that auction knife he did that was handmade. I don't think it just proves that there's levels out there. I think it created new levels. What is that?
That's my Freeman custom.
Your what?
David Freeman custom.
Oh, so there's more than one Freeman?
Yeah, there's Freeman Outdoors, which makes the one knife that you make. This is David Freeman Customs.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, this is got that kind of soul to it. It has a lot less CNC feel to it.
Yeah,
and this has one of the more unique. I don't know if you can hear that when it flicks open.
Oh, I hear that clap.
It almost feels like an assisted. I mean, it.
You know what it sounds like, Al? It sounds like there's something loose inside of it. I know there's not.
Right.
I like it. It sounds like something inside there is ringing a bell.
Yeah, and the feeling that you have when you're actually flicking it, it almost feels like a trampoline effect. Like you can feel like the detent starting to fire, and then it just rockets out It's a cool knife.
Yeah, that's the way the tipper was when I checked it live. But it was kind of like firing a high end precision long range rifle the first time. Like you get ready to open it,
This goes before you're ready.
right? You're getting ready to open it, and it just happens, and you're like, that required no effort, no thought on my half. I just touched it, and something happened.
Yeah. And this probably size wise is probably my favorite knife I've ever had. It's not huge, but it just fits ergonomics like everything. I mean, it just.
Yeah, for those of you guys who weren't following Dominic, I don't know what his Instagram is, and I wouldn't know how to share it. But y'all check his stuff out. It's exciting to watch somebody just like you said, he's made 1 million knives, but he's just starting down his path for folders and cool stuff.
Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can't share it.
What's up, Jacob?
Bingo. There is Shane, or I mean, I just posted under Shane, but there is the link to DC's his page. Yeah, he's got some cool designs.
I wouldn't even know. I'd be afraid to ask how long it'd even take. Starting on your first one, doing it all by hand. But I'm going to try it. Like I said, I'm not going to do it to sell it or anything like that. But I just want to see if I can. I just want to have more appreciation for what these guys are doing by experiencing it myself. Especially if I fuck it up, then that gives me even more appreciation.
Right.
I just don't know if my hands are precise enough to be able to pull it off. I want to find out.
All right,
yeah, I keep making that though, Don. I love that blade shape, dude. You getting tired too, Kyle?
No, I'm good. I just was going to say, I mean, if you need to go get to feeling better in your hands, I have no problem taking off.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go run me a scalding hot bath. You know what I figured out? The heat doesn't actually help my hands. It's that I'm burning my skin to a point. Like I'll be red as a tomato when I get out. I'm scalding myself so I don't feel my hands anymore. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's not good though.
I know. ABW just dropped an aluminum scaled Model 2 for $230. I honestly think I like it better. Jeffrey, I would never pay more for titanium than I would aluminum. That's just me. I just don't care enough. I never got on the titanium hype train.
And that's funny because
I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it. I just don't care enough to pay more for titanium over aluminum. I think aluminum's fine.
I'd much rather have the tie than the aluminum. But
yeah.
I don't know if you see what Mill said. I'll highlight. There you go.
I've never even thought about it, dude. I don't know. Probably not. I have zero knowledge on lock face and that torsion bar spring. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, that is correct, Luke. That's why I knew the reason why I like it is because you can always change up the finish at a whim's notice.
Dominic, can you not just use stainless for the? Oh, I'm talking about a liner lock though. You're talking about a frame lock. I prefer a liner lock.
There are still plenty of frame locks who still use steel on steel.
Yeah. Well, he was talking about. Me talking about I like aluminum. Aluminum wouldn't work as a frame lock. So
I got you. I thought you meant talking about tie.
When I make a knife, it will be a liner lock. Like I've already thought about it. Do I even have the stuff to do it? I think I could pull it off, but it would be a liner lock. Speaking of friction folders.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You could do a friction folder.
This thing is so far out of my wheelhouse and it is why it is so shocking as to how much I love this. I guess this is a double detent friction folder because you can hear it. You can hear it break, and then when it locks up, you can hear
Yeah.
it pop. But Bugsy gave me this, and I would think if somebody just showed this knife and I saw that, I think, man, that's annoying as hell.
Right.
But having this in hand and owning it, I absolutely love this freaking knife, and the fact
Cool.
that some guy just made this.
It's cool and it's out there. Something
Yeah.
different for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, do I think it would have worked production? Would people have bought? Would they have sold by the thousands? Probably not. You can use stainless for a lot. Yeah, it's got to be a certain type. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I
sorry.
know. I think Spyderco uses LC200N for their liners on their Salt series. I could be completely wrong too. I don't know. I used to be a liner lock guy, but I'm really into frame loss now. Yeah, I understand that, and here I am talking about wanting a mini Arius and all that stuff, but not that I dislike frame locks. They don't work good for me.
So the weird thing about liner locks for me, I like liner locks, but when we talk about making them, I don't like the ones that are shadow box. I like having inset liner locks,
Right.
this where they're hidden inside of the scales, and that's going to take a CNC to be able to.
Yeah, I get that. Like if I got a knife from Don or I had a mini Arius, in all honesty, it doesn't matter that the frame lock's a little bit aggravating for me to close, because I'm only going to take it out and show it to somebody anyway. I mean, if I owned a Lamia, it might as well be in 3CR because I'm never going to cut anything with it.
Yeah.
I've got knives for cutting. I don't really want any of those knives for showing off. Sold my CRKs this year. Maybe them. Okay, maybe. I haven't sold much. I've gifted a lot of stuff recently. I'm getting this real nostalgic feeling. Like I've got a knife that's very important to me. I'm about to ship to somebody, and it's just because I know this is crazy to think about, but I started thinking about certain knives that have meaning, and the fact that if I were to die, who knows where it would end up. And regardless of who had it, unless I handed it to somebody, nobody would ever know the meaning behind it. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but
Is that a Hogue?
yeah. And it's not that I'm giving it away.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's more of a, what's that word?
Sentimental?
No, I mean, yeah, very sentimental. But it's kind of like, when Matt Rife bought that haunted house, he doesn't actually own it. He can't sell it. He can't change it. But there's a word for that. It's like, he bought it, and they're
You're subletting it to someone else?
Yeah, but there's a professional word for it. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, yeah. So that's what's happening there. But it was somebody that knew him and loved him too, and
right.
I want to know that it exists and carries that value past, my lifespan.
Share the experience.
Right. Not historical, Luke. It's I can't believe I can't remember that word.
I don't
It's
know
just
where
like
you're
where
going.
you're in charge of something. They've entrusted you with something. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah.
Nice, Drew. It's a different Hogue.
Yeah.
How you doing, Drizzy?
I should know the word because when I had to set up my daughter's account for her, when I got my disability, she still got a check for a year.
I'm talking like a benefactor?
Kind of, yeah, it's close to that, but I don't think that's it either. caretaker's the word. That's exactly what it is, Richard. But that's not the word. But it's pretty much, yeah. He'll be the caretaker of that.
Hey, Richard. How you doing, buddy?
And I only can't think of it because I'm trying. When I get off the topic, it'll pop in my head. But I just know that's what the Social Security Department calls it when you have to set up an account for your child if they get benefits. You have to get an account, but it's a. I thought it would come to me if I tried to say it, but it didn't. Groundskeeper. Oh.
The whoever gets knifed will now be known as the knife orderly.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all are all dancing right around it. They all pretty, all those words mean the same thing, but yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to remember.
Yeah, arbiter.
No, that's not either. Well, I'll be damned. He's right here. Who would have ever thought?
What's up, Patina? I called you back, by the way.
Buddy. Odd to see a second wrench in the comments.
This is the great part about it. Is even though Patina's a mod, since I'm on StreamYard, I can still time his ass out if I wanted to.
Yeah, you're like a StreamYard super. That might be it, Terry. Yeah. Honorary recipient of heirloomy sweaty cutlery.
Nice.
Yeah.
All good, Tina. No worries, man.
Yeah, I can't remember what the government calls that bank account. It may be a curator account. I can't remember. But that's real close.
Curator's think of like art curator. You're gathering pieces for a showing.
Yeah. That's how Meathead has my shaman now. I wasn't looking to get rid of the shaman. I could have easily sold the shaman, but it has it has a lot of meaning to me. But the situation, my life situation, I feel better knowing that knife is there. Custodial account. That's it, Yoko. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Yes. Of all people to figure it out, it was Tyler. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I've called Tyler a custodian before.
Yeah. It is weird that I said that because I remember watching an interview with Matt Rife about, he bought the house that has the Annabelle doll in it. He can own it. He can sell tickets for people to go in and look at it, but he can't do anything to any of that stuff. He can't take anything out of it. None of that stuff. So that was the only other time I'd heard the word used. Because I think it's weird that he paid a couple $1 million for that place, but he couldn't take the doll out of the house and bring it on tour with him. He has to answer to people even though he owns it.
There's a weird land agreement here where this goes back to the 1930s. This land was owned by the hospital when they weren't going to use it. So they, instead of selling it off, they ended up selling it those for $1. And they sold it to this management group. And the deal was they could own the property as long as they wanted it for $1. If they decided to turn around and sell it, and this was all drawn up by lawyers, they decided to sell it, they would have to pay back the lease of that land from the time that they sold it until whenever they originally purchased it.
What island is that the United States owns that way? There's an island. It's kind of contested too, but we have a forever lease on it for $1 a year.
The one that's right in the middle of the Atlantic.
Is it Diego Garcia?
The one that they just literally fly in to refuel and fly out of?
Yes, Diego Garcia. That's it.
Yeah.
You know that we did the same thing with Great Britain. There's Great Britain still owns a piece of property in the United States, but it's a graveyard. where some British soldiers are buried, and same thing. They have a forever lease on it for $1 a year.
Well,
Apparently, some
the
British
issue
soldiers died
is
in World War II, and we ended up burying them somewhere on the East Coast, and it is British ground.
the issue with that land I was talking about was so the group who purchased for $1, their management group, ended up turning it into a country club, and it was because the land was so tight. They ended up making it where it was no homes. It was just the club, and that's it. And when they got the land, it was in a very affluent part of the city, and unfortunately, has gone severely downhill over the last 70 years. But the club has such history. I mean, they've actually held a major tournament there for the PGA Tour. It's been, it's the early Donald Ross design. It's got a lot of heritage.
Yeah.
But they can't do anything with the land now that even though it's very, very crime-riddled area, they have to hold on to it and operate at a loss because they can't afford to turn around and sell it. So they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place right now with it. It's sad too because it's such a cool heritage piece, but it literally is. They've got 10-foot fences with razor wire and a guard shack out front of this place now.
Sad.
Yep.
Crazy stuff. All right, guys. I'm gonna go see if I can get my hands to quit hurting. I got stuff to do tomorrow, so I really appreciate you hanging out, Kyle. I appreciate you keeping me company.
Always.
Yeah. So I guess I'll see you guys soon. Sorry it's been so long since I've been on here.
And if we don't see you before, happy holidays.
Yeah. If I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas.
Later.